I have some crazy, exciting, unbelievable news to share with you. I have just found out that a Vietnam podcast has been nominated in the Asia Podcast Awards 2024 for the best interview podcast. So I am absolutely buzzing right now. There are 61 finalists that they've whittled down from hundreds of entries. To be honest, I didn't really think much about it. I didn't think we would get nominated. There's so many amazing podcasts out there from Singapore, China, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Japan, and then we are representing Vietnam for the best interview podcast. Now, the only thing is, it is a People's Choice Award, so you can go on and vote for a Vietnam podcast. That's the only way we're going to be able to win this. I'm so excited to be nominated because it was 3 independent judges that were judging all of the podcasts independently of each other, and they chose us as one of the top interview podcasts in all of Asia. So we are up against 9 different podcasts. So please, I'm going to put the link in the show notes. I know as a podcast listener myself, I barely ever go into the show notes, but please do it for me now. So go into the show notes, look for the link there, click the link. It will take you 2 seconds, scroll down, find a Vietnam podcast. Please vote. And then also please send me a message. Let me know. You can find me on Facebook, a Vietnam podcast, or you can get me on email, neil@7millionbikes.com. Or if you're listening on a podcast, then you can just find the fan mail button there. You can send me a message. There's so many different ways to get in touch with me. I want to hear from you. I want to know if you like the podcast, if you voted. And thank you so much for supporting 7 Million Bikes podcast, for supporting a Vietnam podcast. This year, we're on track to pass 100,000 downloads, which when you see these other podcasts in the world that say they have millions of downloads and they are out there, they are in the top 1% of podcasts in the world. They are the top of the top, the cream of the cream. We are in about the top 10 to 15% of podcasts in the entire world. But I think we are the longest running English language podcast in Vietnam. We've been going since 2019. And honestly, when I started, I thought maybe 10 people would listen. I could never have imagined that we'd still be going 5 years later. Never mind that I still live in Vietnam and that it's going from strength to strength, getting better and better. And not only did 7 Million Bikes podcast win the Great Company Award at the BritCham Awards, we are now nominated for the best interview podcast in the Asia Podcast Awards for 2024. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for supporting. And please go and vote right now. The link is in the show notes. Cheers. I'm turning 42 this week, and I have the biggest zit, if you're from the US, spot, if you're from the UK, or pluke, if you're from Scotland. I have the biggest pluke on my face right now. 42 years old this week, and I'm still getting massive zits. So it turned out pretty well that I was sitting on this side, because you can't actually see it. But this is what happens when you get old, you still get acne. Alright, welcome back to another exclusive YouTube episode of a Vietnam podcast. Somebody asked me recently, was I a YouTuber? And I was like, no, I'm not a YouTuber, but I'm kind of really enjoying making these YouTube videos. So I'm going to go meet my friend Thinh, who has been on a couple of these videos before when we've talked about food, and he's going to take me for Bum Bao, I think, which is where he's from, which is originally the Da Nang area. So we're going to go get some bánh bao. He gave me it one time before and it was really good. So we're going to go check that out. Remember, follow, subscribe, like the channel if you like this content. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't want to be a YouTuber, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. My name is Niall if you don't know who I am. And so we're going to go out, meet Thinh, and we're going to get on his bike and we're going to go get some bánh bao. So let's go. So I live in a pretty nice building, and it really frustrates me when people say that Vietnam's a third world country or a poor country. Just look at some of the cars in this building. Now I do live in a nice building. I'm not rich at all, not wealthy yet, but you can see how nice this is. This is not expats that are driving these cars. These are Vietnamese people who have money, and it's amazing to see that people in this country have so much money. This is the extreme not everyone has this, but when people think of Vietnam as still a war-torn, poor country, then that is not what it is at all. And this is just proof of it, even though there is still inequality. So we're meeting up with Thinh. I'm doing a YouTube video, which I said already feel like a YouTube wanker. I don't really. This is like for the young people like Thinh, who's busy eating a Snickers right now. It's not very healthy.
The thing about bánh bèo is that it's kind of hard to spoon it out. Like, I think I taught you one how to do that before, but you still struggle to do it. You remember?
I remember it tasting good.
So the first thing first, you're gonna need to have a proper spoon. So this, you see a difference, right? See a difference in that?
It's sharp like this.
Yeah, sharp edges is kind of hard to spoon a perfect scoop. Okay, it's gonna crush the bánh bèo. Okay.
Right.
So yeah, this one right here has got a very smooth surface. You're gonna spoon it out. Perfect. This one. See that? Not this. Not this.
But you
okay.
want the smooth one.
Yeah, you want a smooth one.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna show you one more time. Perfect technique.
So I'm getting bánh bèo.
Yes.
You're getting from yam.
That's right.
Why are you not getting bánh bèo? Because you're on a diet?
No, bánh bèo was good for that.
Bánh bèo
It's just I just prefer cơm gà more. They got a very good sauce to eat with cơm gà.
So this is central food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference between central food and everywhere else?
Central food is kind of more balanced to it.
Right.
When you go to the north, it's gonna be more like less seasoning. The more you go into the south,
Right.
it's good.
Yeah.
So the north is kind of less seasoning. It's more about the flavor, the natural flavor within the food itself.
Right.
The more you go to the south, it's gonna be more seasoning. Like you're gonna see a lot of people from the north who go to the south and they say, "Oh, the food here is so sweet." So everything.
Yeah, that's what I've been.
Yeah, so sweet. Everything tastes so sweet. And then the central is kind of balanced. Everything's out.
Because I'd always heard that it was north was salty, central spicy, south sweet.
That's right.
That's right. It's like an oversimplification, but it's
That's right.
correct.
The color, the food, it's kind of different as well.
Oh, really?
Because if you put like phở is like is originate from Hanoi, right? And then cơm tấm, which is originate from Saigon, right?
Yep.
You gotta put the main difference is that obviously one is phở, one is cơm tấm, but the main difference is the color itself. You're gonna see one is kind of not too many color.
Yeah.
But this one is colorful. On cơm tấm dish, you're gonna see.
Yeah, because pho is pretty like opaque.
That's
Transparent? Is that the right word? I don't know. You know what I mean? Pho's got like green leaves and all that stuff.
Even though it's still like very.
It isn't very colorful.
Yeah. And you see.
Sometimes it's just white rice and a pork chop.
Yeah, that's right. And that got.
Whereas you guys have like wine, bánh bèo.
That's right.
So what are some central dishes? So obviously, bánh bèo.
So you asked me about a popular dish.
What food is like specific to the central, not the flavor? Like what dishes?
I would say mì Quảng. That's the most signature one for central.
I have an important question for you. Is mì Quảng a breakfast food?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Only breakfast?
No. Like you can eat it whatever you want. It's like dinner, breakfast.
So what? It's just like any meal.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't matter.
When do people mostly eat it?
Good question. No, I don't think it's people distinguishes for dinner, breakfast, or
Just anything.
So,
Because
so
in the beginning, when I first heard about it, it was like a breakfast food.
yeah. So yeah, people eat
But I don't-
breakfast a lot as well. Yeah.
But it's not like, I mean, like, you can see the picture there, but Mi Wang is like filling. There's like noodles, meat, loads of vegetables. Like, to me, it's not really a breakfast food, but it is.
It's like I think in Vietnamese food is that they don't really have a criteria to
No.
to distinguish. You know, breakfast is you have to like low carb, not too many carbs on it, or too many meat in it. It's not going to be breakfast. You know, they just if more people eat it in the morning, it's going to be breakfast anyway.
The only one I can think of, we talked about this a lot, is breakfast food is like banh mi,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You don't really have banh mi for any other time. Why is that specifically breakfast?
Good question. Like I think just some random time in the past that most people just eat it in the morning and then it becomes breakfast. Yeah.
Because obviously I come from the land of toast and cereal. So toast for breakfast makes sense. So banh mi or a baguette for breakfast kind of makes sense. Having a comtam for breakfast doesn't make sense, even though I love it. So I just find it so funny that Vietnam is breakfast, lunch. and
You
dinner.
cannot eat savory food for breakfast. That's what I'm saying.
Can or you can't in
You
Vietnam.
cannot. No, in your country,
Or
like
my
people.
country.
Yeah. People can eat egg. Egg is still
Yeah,
considered.
like eggs and savory. So people eat eggs. But on a normal day, you wake up, I guess it's like yogurt and cereal. You can have kind of savory cereal, like cereal.
cereal.
Yeah, like Weetabix. I don't really know Weetabix. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a flaky, weedy biscuit.
Yeah.
Weetabix.
Okay.
It sounds terrible and it looks terrible and it kind of tastes terrible, but it's also kind of nice as well. Like you add milk to it, you can add bananas, honey, different things to it.
Okay.
It's filling. It's good. But yeah, food here is just so good. Well, let's get started.
So this is cơm gà. Okay, this is my dish. Okay, so this is originated from Hoi An. Like Neil has been there a lot of times, right? You've been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
And here we got bánh bèo. Okay, this one is Neil's favorite. It's gonna be Neil's dishes as well.
So what is in a bánh bèo?
They're gonna use like a sauce. This is it is made out of shrimp.
Yeah.
So you're gonna eat it with spicy fish sauce, and every time you want to eat it, drizzle it on top and then scoop it out and there you go. Perfect. Oh, and they give you, I think this one even better for using the spoon, because this is smaller. You see that every time they give you a spoon
Yeah.
to scoop out a bánh bèo, they're gonna be smooth surfaces, not gonna be edges, hollow things. But this one is smaller, so it's done easier for you. All right.
A lot of just green tea everywhere, right? You don't really cheap green tea. And we'll choose it anyway. My favorite is you get green tea cheddar with coffee.
Ah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
the weirdest thing in the world to get coffee and green tea, or
Yeah.
coffee and tea together. But then again, you live here, you just get completely normal. When I go back home and I get cappuccino, I'm like, where's my tea? Where's my cold tea? All right, so we got 5 bánh bèo,
Yep.
some onions.
Oh, that's one for me.
What's for you?
Yeah, this
This one's for you as well?
Yeah.
What is
this,
that one?
This, I don't know what they made with that, man. It just tastes amazing.
This is fish sauce.
Yep.
Do I put the fish sauce on top? Or how
Yep.
does this
That's
work?
right. So you're going to push the fish sauce on top, drizzle it.
With the spoon.
Yeah, with the spoon.
That's
right.
Fish sauce is the key ingredient to everything in
That's it.
or
I
more.
think it's a little bit.
Not enough.
You can handle
Some
spicy,
chilies
right?
as well, yeah. Yeah, definitely can handle spice.
You can put it in here. Don't put it on top. It's gonna
okay.
be.
Oh, there you go.
Oh shit, a little bit too
What's the
much.
difference between this chili and that chili?
Oh, I think it's the same though.
Same?
Yeah.
And then this one?
Oh, that's one is chili jam.
Chili jam.
Yeah, that's right.
spicy as well, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty good. You have that with me one, right?
Yeah, and you can have it with cơm gà Hội An. So okay, so here's the one. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So first thing you're gonna use, just like the edge of the spoon,
Yeah.
and just you see you kind of want to put the spoon against the edge of the bowl,
Yeah, yeah.
and then just spoon it nice and careful, like this, and then you can to spoon right underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay. If this one is done correctly, the rest is like way easier. Okay. And you just put it out like this.
You in one go?
Yeah, just one. Oh no. You can
No.
2 go, 3 goes, whatever you want. But
Alright.
this is the hard part though.
This is a stupid question, right? Do you like learn how to do this when you're younger?
No, I think it's natural.
Just natural
Genetic stuff.
genetics in Vietnam, you just know how to do this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you just put this in front of me without you telling me that, I'd just like hack it up.
Mash it up.
Maybe not mash it up, but like hack it up. But yeah, this looks amazing. So what is on here? So we got some peanuts.
Peanut.
This is the fish sauce.
No. Shrimp
sauce.
sauce.
Sorry, shrimp
Yeah.
sauce. But it's not very shrimpy.
Yeah.
Some little shrimps on top.
Green onions and I think it's fried onion as well.
And what's the white stuff underneath? Okay.
It's actually rice. It's like rice powder, and they cook it.
Right.
They boil it up. And they put it into it's like a pattern. They put it into it's like a circle. It's like a donut.
I get what you mean.
What that called, man? It's-
I have no idea, but I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But it's so funny, right? So we were just talking to our friend Kim, who's just got back from the UK with a brother. Kim and Lewis, right? Everyone who watches the podcast, our listeners knows who they are. And we said, "Oh, what food did you eat?" And she was like, "Bread, just lots of bread." Which is so funny, but it's also like in Vietnam, you just eat rice, which I have no problem with. You have rice, like normal rice.
Yeah.
You're gonna have this, whatever, you don't even know what it is, but it's made from rice. Pho noodles, made from rice.
Everything is rice.
Bones, made from rice. Everything but a banh mi is made from rice.
You can't match with
And it's all delicious.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
all
let me try
delicious.
this.
It's good. Good, yeah. Okay, spell it. Say it one more time. Pronounce it.
The food in my mouth.
Yeah, pronounce it.
Bánh bèo.
Bánh mềm.
Bánh bèo.
Yeah, that's right. Eo, not ow. Bánh bao is a different thing.
Yeah, bánh bèo.
Yeah, that's correct. 10 out of 10.
Thank you. Don't worry. It'll be 0 out of 10 in like 5. So what, it goes up at the end? It goes down it? Bánh bèo.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
See, with my accent, I don't even know what's up or down anymore. And people comment on these videos, they'll be like, I don't know what accent does he have? Or they'll be like, I'm too Scottish. If you think I'm too Scottish, you've never met a Scottish person.
What's the hardest accent to listen?
I mean, I don't know, they're all,
Same.
they can all be difficult.
Is that Birmingham? Birmingham is the hardest one. Birmingham. Is that one?
So we've had crosswords about this before. When you said something about a British accent, and I say the same to other people, there's no such thing as a British accent. Just like there's no such thing almost as like a Birmingham accent, because you could be from the north of Birmingham, the south, same in Glasgow. When I went to university, people told me I had the strongest Glaswegian accent they'd ever heard. They were from Glasgow as well.
Damn.
And so it really depends like where you're from, where your family's from. A lot of it's socio-economic. If you're from a poor family, a poor neighbourhood, your accent's probably going to be like a lot stronger. If you're from like a really posh neighbourhood, like if you're from Glasgow, you're from Bearsden, it's like one of the nicest neighbourhoods. You need to have a very nice, soft Scottish accent, very nice Glaswegian accent. You're going to speak like this. People will be able to understand you very easily. You know, I'm from Bearsden. Then you might be from Mary Hill, and if you're from Mary Hill, you're going to be, all right, how you going, pal? You're like, come for a have a wee drink, and I went up to you did last night. And those two neighbourhoods are a few miles from each other. So even if somebody says, what's a Glasgow accent? There is a Glasgow accent, but it can be very different.
So it's like when people say do British accent, it's like because of a bunch of different accents in there. So you cannot really just say like British accents in general, right?
No, mostly Americans that say British accents.
I think because of Hollywood, though, when they're saying British accent, they don't expect her to say some Harry Potter's kind of side,
I think when someone says a British accent, they expect like a very standard British accent. So like Hugh Grant, you know Hugh Grant, right? Maybe too old for your time. Hugh Grant, you know the actor. Anyway, he's kind of posh British, but I think when people say a British accent, it means someone like him. All right, so I got that right now. Got it down.
Oh yeah.
It was easy. And now I can pick it up.
Couple gonna drop. Nice. I think you're gonna have like 5 more, man, to fill you up.
Pretty full already.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, a little bit. What I do like, I don't like shrimp. I don't eat shrimp or fish, generally. I don't like seafood, I don't like the flavour. But these aren't very strong. It's not like super shrimpy.
That's
you, like one ragu is made with like shrimp paste, right? Can I say that one right? One ragu.
Yeah.
I tried it once and I was like, I literally cannot eat it because it's so shrimpy. So this one's alright.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't pick it up very well.
I haven't seen anyone who's a foreigner can eat shrimp paste. I haven't seen anyone. Have you seen anyone?
Oh, because it's really shrimp paste. It's like really fermented. No, this isn't fermented though, is it? This is,
No, it's not fermented.
It's not shrimp paste.
Yeah. I think they made it with dry shrimp or something. Yeah.
I'm making a mess of myself. But you're talking about accents. You're talking same in Vietnam though. You guys all have different accents, right?
I can say Vietnam accent. Vietnam accent is kind of weird.
So it sounds stupid that you. Somebody says Vietnam accent. That's what it sounds when someone says to me a British accent. Because we have 4 countries, and then each of those countries have so many accents.
Yeah.
So when somebody says, "Oh, I like British accents," or anything to do with British accent, it's like this just doesn't exist. It's not a thing at all. Just like if somebody said to you, "A Vietnam accent," you'd be like, "There's no such thing. It doesn't exist."
Yeah.
But how are the different accents, right? Because even like within Vietnam, you obviously have different accents. I can hear the northern one a little bit. I've met some people where they speak even in English, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're from the north." And they'll be like, "How did you know?" And I said, "I can hear it a little bit." But what are the main differences between that?
I don't know how to describe it into English though, because if people know how to speak Vietnamese, they hear it, they will. It mostly the difference, not because of the accent itself, but the word they say. Is they pronounce the words a little bit different. Not a little bit different, like huge different compared to your north and the south. And there's some areas in the central Vietnam, like I even can understand half of the words.
This goes into it. You would eat.
Yeah, it's very hard to understand.
So I've told this story many times. Probably told it on the podcast. But one of the funniest things, and we tell this story when we're hanging out with people a lot as well. One of the funniest ones. You met my friend Kim, right? Yeah, you met her. Just mentioned her. So she is Vietnamese from the south, Saigon. Lived in the UK. Can speak English really well. And we were in Da Nang. And she acts as our translator when we're together, right? So the waitress comes over, we're in a little place like this. So, you know, we'll order this, we'll order that, ask her to translate. She tries to speak to the waitress. And her and the waitress cannot understand each other at all. Both speaking in Vietnamese.
Dang.
Because she's speaking in like Central Vietnamese. Kim speaking Southern Vietnamese. They just start speaking in English to each other because the waitress and Kim can both speak English, and it's just mind-blowing that. And I've seen this before. Some people from different areas of Vietnam will find it easier to speak to each other
That's right.
in English than in their local language because they're so different.
Even in Vietnam, they also have different languages, right? You know that?
Where? In Vietnam?
Yeah. Some minor ethnicity. They live in Hà Giang or something. It's a mountainous area from the north side. Yeah, they are my neighbor, right? And back in Đắk Lắk, they are my neighbor. They look a little bit different, but they're a bit, oh shit. See it.
What a save. See, I told you I was going to drop it.
Did you go?
Sorry, I got some. I've added some chili. Now it's super spicy. But it's good. I do this all the time though. I tell myself I'm a lot of spice, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then I end up adding too much.
You must love Korean food then.
I just like Korean food, I don't love it.
It's super
It's
spicy.
mostly meat though, it's like super meaty, like it's always for Korean barbecue, things like that. I don't eat that much meat. Like, I don't do barbecue, so I don't eat much Korean. You must love podcasts if you're listening to this. Do you want to start your own one or you already have one? Then follow Smarter Podcasting to get expert advice from me, Neil Mackay, the podcast guy. Since 2019, we've worked with over 40 podcasters, produced over 700 episodes, and helped many podcasts get to the top of the Apple Podcast charts. And right now, I'm offering you a professional edit for just $27. Click the link in the show notes.
For some reason, Vietnamese teenagers love Korean too. Maybe it's because of the K-pop culture, right?
All right, 3 down. So delicious. When you first brought me here a long time ago, right? So we turned as my personal trainer, and we've been working out together for over a year. And I know what you're thinking, you're looking at me going, he must be the shittest personal trainer, and he looks like shit. And it's true, he is really bad. No, I mean, so we laugh, and I posted it on other videos, you can go back and see how skinny I used to be. I went from 63 kgs to, I'm down to about 81 now. On purpose, trying to lose some fat. I'd already, before I met Thinh, been working out by myself for many years and increased my weight and increased my muscles, but this has been the longest and the steadiest, and it's the best. Because Joe, sometimes I don't work out with you. Well, we work out 3 days a week and I work out 5. I'll do a couple on my own and I'm like, I messed it up the other day. That was so funny. I was like, I've increased my weight on the biceps. And then we did biceps together and he shows me the correct form of how to do it. The weight just instantly went back down. I'm so dejected. I was like, oh. So he keeps me right with my form, which is good, but can be so dejecting sometimes. Like, yeah, I've increased my weight. So, but I guess my point is, if we went working out together, and when I have done it by myself in the past, I've probably just done it wrong. And it's good to have Thinh to keep me on straight path, the straight and narrow. If only he could learn to use the stopwatch properly, then we'd be soft.
We should come back. You should come back. We'll come back.
Definitely come back. You finished already.
Yeah. So hungry. Protein.
I've noticed though with Vietnamese people, man, you eat your food. The guy behind us is come and going. When I go out for beef,
yeah, the guy.
this guy's come and going. Yeah, I go out for like me one. It's a big bowl of soup. Takes me a long time. I'll just take my time as well. And like just what I'm just people come in, get the food and go, and I'm blink and I'm like, how did you just eat a massive bowl of pho? Like,
should we be ashamed about it?
I don't think so. It's just different.
Hồi lại là chị hồi đó nhớ là có một cô lớn lớn chị. Đó là mẹ.
Đúng rồi. Xong rồi mẹ chị mà bác năm nay ngày mai mẹ chị lại.
So it's like so she basically she goes to Saigon in 2006. She learned, get to university, and she learned here and she doing some office job as well. Until about 2017, she's quit the job and opened this restaurant as well. So there's when we first tried the dishes, there's her mom cooking the dish and serve us as well. And now I don't see her. She now come back to her hometown.
Mom is gone.
Yeah, that's right, for living right now. And yeah, she just wanted to say, you know, office job is kind of boring for her. She just wanted to, I want to do some things on my own.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
ngon lắm.
Ngon lắm.
Thật vậy em
They're not. Is it like
Delicious?
Does it make any difference? And make you feel like, is that appropriate for your taste bud? Is it?
Yeah, it's delicious. Good.
khoảng tầm 1 tháng nay là bánh này đi ra ngoài kia ngồi chơi.
So basically, the first menu was like just only mee Quảng. There's only mee Quảng, and then more people come in and they say you should open more. You should spread, open, make menus more, variables. And now they got bún băm nêm, which is something I don't think you can taste it though. It's the strong smells. It's kind of similar to shrimp paste, but it's a little bit more about. It smells a little more fishy than shrimp paste. And then they got cơm gà, and then all the other stuff as well. It's just coming up because more people just come in and say, hey, open it more. You guys doing good? Then, yeah.
Ở đây bánh xèo.
Oh, then now they got pancake as well.
Bánh xèo.
Yeah, bánh xèo.
Yeah, I'll come back for bánh xèo. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chiều tối.
Chiều tối.
Cỡ 4 giờ bắt đầu.
4 p.m. 4
p.m. start for bánh xèo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back tonight. No. But soon, we'll come back soon for bánh xèo.
That's
Lúc
right.
đầu mình nấu theo cái vị chuẩn mà quen mình. Vì cái vị ra tên.
Dạ hay gì? Quán này em thấy là nó gần với cái vị với kiểu như
Hồi xưa mối mỡ là ở khu chính đó.
dạ.
Đó là cái vị mình nấu theo cái vị nó cũng hơi nhẹ, cái vị hơi nhẹ xíu.
Okay. So basically, she the first mee Quảng she sells was so like original, like nothing different with the one that they sell in her hometown. But it's very, most people they got. It's a little bit controversy because most people, the noodle itself in here, they wanted to dip in boiled water first before they got served. And it's me. She doesn't like it, but then she had to, because it's a business, right? So you have to adjust it time by time, a little bit by little. And now it just become what it is right now. And most people enjoy it.
It's slightly different to how it would be made.
Yeah, that's right. Because the main difference is the noodle itself.
You add more sugar for them here? Make it sweeter?
No. No, I don't think so.
Do they make it sweeter?
Ở đây mình chỉ có chạm cái vị nó cho nó ngọt hơn. Cái bản người Sài Gòn họ sẽ thích ăn ngọt hơn.
Không, nhưng mà hiện tại em thấy cái vị nó như thế nào đó
Nó là vị Quảng thì là có điều chỉnh. Okay.
xá xíu thì phải làm hơi.
So it doesn't has any change because the original one it's already sweet. It's already sweet. It has a good amount of sweet already. If you want to be a little bit sweeter, you can add some toppings like statues. Yeah, they can add some toppings like that, and then it's just gonna be a little bit more sweet. But normally people, if they don't want that sweet, it's just want the original flavors. They can have like chicken and then ribs. Yeah, so it's not gonna be that much changes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to eat my last one.
Yeah, cảm ơn chị.
I added too much. You can tell I added too much chili.
Em dẫn ổng đi lần rồi cứ kêu nó quay lại quán này.
Đây hả?
Từ hồi chắc phải
Không,
8 năm trước.
em làm các kênh nào á thì biết sao để chị theo dõi clip nhiều hay chị xin clip rồi các thứ.
Can you open the YouTube channels that you have for her to subscribe?
Yeah, sure.
Listen.
Like right now.
Yeah, right now.
Well, my phone is recording, so you have to.
Đây chị có.
Bán
Chưa ăn thử we tried mee Quảng before.
Have I tried mee Quảng?
No, in this place.
Oh, in this place. I was going to say we've tried mee Quảng together, not here.
Not here. Mee Quảng em chưa có thử. Chỉ có bánh bèo.
bánh xèo nha, bánh xèo ở đây mình làm sốt tương đậu.
Next time we're gonna try pancake for sure.
So
Bánh xèo.
after 4 p.m.
Yeah, after 4 p.m.
Qua biển.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, thank you. I eat my last one. Well, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to Thinh for being my translator and guide. As you heard, we're going to be back here for mee Quảng, and we're going to be back here for bánh xèo. And if you do want to book a personal trainer in Saigon, then talk to Thinh. Don't show off your muscles. That's not a good way to show off. You don't have any. You've got to have muscles to show them off, man.
So embarrassing.
I'm kidding on. No, he's a good trainer. Check him out, Thinh. Thanks for listening, watching, subscribing. I meant to say this at the beginning, right? I'm turning 42 this week, and I have the biggest zit if you're from the US, spot if you're from the UK, or pluck if you're from Scotland. I have the biggest pluck on my face right now. 42 years old this week, and I'm still getting massive zits. So it turned out pretty well that I was sitting on this side, because you can't actually see it. But this is what happens when you get old, you still get acne. But anyway, Remember, follow, subscribe, turn on notifications, do all that good thing, and let me know in the comments what you think of this video and what's your favourite Vietnamese food. Cheers.
Okay, it's good.
Gotta eat the rest of it now.
Want some cheddar as well?
I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're like me, you may use your laptop at places where you have to use public Wi-Fi. This opens you up to digital snoopers. It's a massive problem. It can be your internet service provider, or you know who, looking at what you do online, or a cyber criminal trying to steal your bank passwords or credit card info, or even a hacker at the next table trying to steal your sensitive data. These days, it is vital that you keep your data safe. NordVPN keeps all of these snoopers away. It makes your internet activity private, protects you from accessing dangerous websites that are phishing for your data, and lets you enjoy your favorite content securely, even while away from home. And it's easy to use, even I could use it. I've actually been using NordVPN for years now here in Vietnam, and I'm excited to be an affiliate partner with them. I've used NordVPN to watch Netflix, BBC, Disney Plus with ease, and I also know that my information and data are safe from prying eyes, whoever they may be. Join now and you'll get 68% off and 3 months free when you go to my link, nordvpn.com/SMB. Just again, for those hard of hearing, nordvpn.com/SMB. The link is also in the show notes. I know nobody checks them out, but go check that out and you can get the link from wherever you are listening to this podcast. As an affiliate partner, it also means that I will get a small commission when you sign up, but at no extra cost to you. So not only will you be getting a great deal through 7 Million Bikes, you get a great VPN and you'll be supporting 7 Million Bikes podcast. Stay safe online and enjoy the shows you love. Any questions, just let me know. You know how to get in touch with me. And thanks for listening to this show. Cheers.